from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Co-host, my staff and studio audience. You've all been up the nostrils this morning. We're all doing well. Say hello to my virtual audience. They're at home, doing well. How you doing? Wow. Really well. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Jasmine insists that I work the center part bangs. So I must give it up to Jasmine, my wigologist. By the way, I feel like Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Flowy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
It's nice.
Thank you. I like it.
And I love the bang, yeah.
Anyway, how was your weekend? I hope it was wonderful. It was rainy and sunny at the same time here in New York. I stayed in the house and watched the whole thing transpire. You know, there was a report released this morning that New York, Chicago, and LA have the biggest rat problem in America. Oh, please, co-host. Like, you don't understand. I let those, first of all, when I see a rat, I say, go ahead, darling. Just walk fast past me. You know, and then I walk fast into the house or into the building or wherever I am. It's like a rat thing. Second thing is, there are no more plastic bags. Well, I understand for the environment, I understand. But in case you want to get plastic bags, what I found out is, including my favorite grocery store up the street.
Yep. The one with the yellow bags?
You can buy a bundle for $1.
Really?
Because they're trying to get rid of them, so they want us to have them. And I feel that I still need plastic bags. I'm not doing anything bad, but you know, if I'm buying plastic bags, a bundle for $1, then why is most of my food that I'm buying there in a plastic bag? Including the broccoli. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you try to sell us this vegan, vegetarian stuff, it's all in those thick plastic bags that you can barely open, you need scissors. So, I can't decide what's best.
Yeah.
All I can do is just watch TV and life go on. I thought Justin Bieber did a spectacular job. I set my alarm properly so I could wake up in time, because you know, and Chance the Rapper, they performed Holy, and then Justin came out and performed Lonely. And both performances I thought were really, really great. You know, he kind of lost it at the end of Holy, and Chance had to offer him a hand up and a pat on the back. And then he performed Holy by himself, or Lonely by himself. The thing is that I understand what he was saying, not because I've lived that, but just because he's only known fame all of his life. Like his mother and father put him on the track like when he was 3 or 2 years old. By the time we got to him, he might have been 5. So Patty and Jeremy?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Patty and Jeremy, you know, this is your son. And he's still, to me, a full-blown mess, but I'm here for it. And no, not in a bad way. I mean in an understanding way. You know, like forgiveness, you know, and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then last week, he was slammed for his fans showing up at his home. And he posted a long rant. Basically, he was saying, this is not a hotel, this is my home. Well, you know what? I understand him being annoyed by fans showing up, but this is the way your life will be always. Maybe that should be the next title of a new song.
Yep.
Always.
Always.
When do you spray Febreze air?
But pets and people don't. Introducing STEM, rooted in nature, optimized by science.
I don't believe that celebrities have privacy. You know, if they caught A-Rod in his private home on the toilet with a zoom lens, you remember that scene. It was a good shot too. Anyway, Bieber, good luck to you and your wife and, you know, your futures together and, you know, getting along with your parents and trying to understand that your fans are still fans and they will always be fanning out. And he will always still be a teenager to me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but he's 26. In the meantime, next week on SNL, Adele. Now, this is the first of all, she's hosting, she's not the performance. And I know a lot of you who love Adele performances want her to perform, but this is her first time being out of the house and us seeing her and staring really good in all angles after this 100-pound weight loss. Yeah. The musical guest will be somebody named Her. If I were Adele, they survived the weekend. Anyway, if I were Adele, I would be on the phone with her right now, just to say, don't be intimidated because I'm here. I really want you to do well, and I hope that your career really blossoms from this performance because, you know, some people know you, but others don't. Like, who besides me does not know who Her is? Clap.
We know her.
I don't know.
Me and Suzanne don't know her.
Don't know her. Never heard of her.
Because we're busy doing other things in our lives.
Exactly. We're too busy.
Yeah,
Oh,
we don't
got
have
a lot going
time
on.
for the new.
Exactly.
We don't have time for the new. Sus, I did turn on my radio this weekend though.
You heard anything good?
Sus won.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
I was tempted to call,
Okay.
only I did not want you to miss a beat.
I'm a professional. You could have called. You could have called. I wouldn't have missed the beat. It would have been turned up.
Let me see.
Got some Jordan 1s. Some classics.
Well, I have shoe cam too. Go. This damn show. By the way, last year this time we were out in LA. I was getting my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So, yeah. I forgot all about it, but Willie, the wardrobe man, remembers everything. He's like, last year, this past weekend, that was you. And it just so happened that I had it in my jewelry bundle this morning for no reason. So sometimes things just happen. In the meantime, Adele's father called the cops on his neighbors. Now look, that's a good-looking man, right? People in the morning meeting had a problem with the do-rag. I said, no, no, no. His name is Mark Evans, he's 56. The problem is that he hasn't seen his daughter in years. They are estranged. There's a 21-year-old single mom who moved next door to him 2 years ago. Where does he live?
South Wales.
South Wales, okay. She apparently is a huge fan of Adele's, as many people are, and she plays Adele music loud, and she sings loud to it, and the father has knocked on the door several times and repeatedly asked her to please stop. It's disturbing. It's affecting my sleep. Well, finally he'd had it, and he called the cops last week. Now, to me, sir, this woman, first of all, she said she didn't know that you're Adele's father. She didn't move there because you're Adele's father. She moved there because she needed a place for she and her kid to have a nice atmosphere. She's been living there for 2 years. In my opinion, Mr. Adele, hearing her music reminds you of your past failures with your daughter. And the guilt is seeping in through the cracks in the windows and through the loud music of your neighbor. What would I do? I wouldn't move. Mr. Adele, if you like where you live, then go along to get along. You know? He could go next door and gently tap, as opposed to bam, bam, bam. Gently tap and say, okay, I'm Adele's dad. We've got issues to work through. As a matter of fact, can I come in for a latte? Why not? Who's moving? It's too much moving around. Tap, tap, tap. Talk it out and walk it out. Yeah. I did get a tap on my door this weekend, though. No, not okay. I'm in the house minding my own business. I wasn't expecting anybody. Tap, tap, tap. At the same time, my cell phone rings. Now, which one do you address? Because for me, forget the door. I'm answering the phone. It's from downstairs. Hello? Miss Hunter? the doctor and the man with the key, the key thing for all the apartments, they're outside your door, they're tapping. Do you want a corona test? And yes. Yeah, well, fancy, but not necessary. But I like it though. They go from apartment to apartment. Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah.
They call you up and let you know who's tapping, and then you either say yes or no. I said no. I get mine. Well, this was yesterday. I said I get mine tomorrow morning, through the nostrils and stuff. Like, no, I'm good, but thank you. Anyway, in Boston, there's this TV anchor, and she was fired for appearing in an Adam Sandler movie. Well, you know the kind of movies that Adam makes. There she is, being all happy and nice. Her name is
Elena Pinto.
Elena Pinto. Well, she was fired due to a contract violation for appearing in Hubie. You know her?
I watched it. I saw the movie.
Hubie Halloween.
Yes,
Hubie Halloween?
Yeah, Netflix's Hubie Halloween.
Yes.
Adam
Suzanne?
Sandler
Chris
movie.
Witherspoon told us to watch it, so we
Right.
watched it.
Was she dirty or anything in
No,
it?
not at all. She played a news anchor, dressed as that. All the news anchors dressed as that character. I forgot her name. Harley Quinn, yeah. And she didn't do anything inappropriate.
Well, the viewers were split up there in Boston. Views were split. Some were furious that she got fired over something silly. Others said that, there are rules and you have to follow the rules. Here's what I say. Girl, you disrespected the chain of command. You understand what I mean? It's a simple policy, a chain of command. You should have knocked on your general manager's door and said, Adam Sandler wants me to be in his movie. I made you a copy of the script and what I'll be saying, and here's a picture of how they're going to kind of have me looking. It'll be from here up, no boobs, no, nothing weird. Yeah. And then maybe the GM probably would have, signed off and said, good. Bosses don't want to be disrespected. The chain of command is really important. And in my mind, I think she should have not been fired. As a matter of fact, what's her name?
Elena Pinto.
Miss Pinto? There she is. Look at her go. Yeah. Miss Pinto, you should go to your general manager's office this morning and plead forgiveness. And then to the GM, you should have a meeting without Miss Pinto, with all the other workers there, and say, look, you see what could happen? Well, we're saving her. So you treat her like you normally would. She's being saved. But let me tell you all the rest of this. She nor you will ever be saved again unless you knock on my door first. Right? Look at her go. Tracy Morgan's show, The Last OG, was renewed for a 4th season. Tiffany Haddish is said to be leaving the show. Well, first of all, Tracy and Tiffany have a relationship on the show. So this is a big deal, a big storyline. Tiffany plays Tracy's ex-girlfriend and baby's mother. Now, the fans of the show think that Tiffany left the show because of Tracy. Well, we got to digging, because that's our job here. And we went back to 2018. He told Vulture this. Take a look.
How has it been watching Tiffany Haddish blow up? And did you know her? We're not gonna go there?
No.
Why?
Because Tiffany's not the only one. This is not Tiffany's show. This is Tracy Morgan. This is the last OG. So you might as well, if you're going to ask that about Tiffany, ask that about Cedric. And ask that about craft services. Everyone that come to work every day on that show, we not going to go there.
And he had the neck going and everything. He was very serious. Well, here's the thing. Tiffany probably had to finish her contract, which is why you saw her leading up to, I guess, the end of season 3, and now they've gotten renewed for a 4th season. Right, Nortman?
Right.
Should he have said this? No, not in the way he said it. Like, you know, Tiffany's on the show, she's great. But we also have great craft services. And, you know, Seti's there, and other people are there. And it's a real bunch of good writers on the show. And it's gonna be terrific, you know? The show, according to some, might not be the same without her, except, yes, it will. You call up Lunel. I'm sorry, my friend Lunel is good for everything. Norman, what do you think?
Well, I think Tracy without Tiffany is like Martin without Gina on that show. You can't really do, I mean, they might soldier on, but
I could do without Gina because of,
that did happen though in the season, last season.
Exactly, and what's her name?
Pam?
Pam.
Right.
Pam was a good foil to
Pam
Martin.
was good, right. But you know, she's just a big part of the show, and I'm gonna miss her on the show.
You'll get over it.
I'll get over it.